Hey fellow Hawks, Dr. McGill here. Wanted to present some information to all of you 11th graders about a very unique opportunity and program we have here at Alta High School called Step2theU. We're actually starting our 5th year of this program. It's an opportunity for you to get a lot of university credits done at a very cheap rate, and you can save yourself a couple of years of university studies so you can graduate quick with your bachelor's degree. We're the only high school in all of Utah to enact this partnership with the University of Utah, so we've been pretty excited about the results that we've seen, and we've been able to double the program in terms of applications accepted this past year. So we'll have up to probably 70 to 80 participants that we're able to take in after the application process is complete. So for starters, let me just give you a little bit of introduction and orientation to the program itself. We started this partnership, like I said, 5 years ago. For you guys as juniors, you would be applying this year. Applications are live currently right now on the Alta High website. Your counselors are also going to be providing applications through the junior advisories and as part of your CCRs, so look for those. The application is quite simple as well. It's just basically a front and back side application that you'll fill out, and then you'll turn it into the counseling center with a deadline of February 1st, 2021. So in essence, it's a one-year program. You apply during your junior year, and then you would start your actual coursework and studies starting the second week of June in the summer and continuing through the first week of August. So it's a 9-week, 3 days a week, 5 to 6 hours a day time commitment in order to participate in the program. So you would participate in one summer block after your junior year, 12 university credits, 4 classes, and then you would do 2 concurrent classes your senior year, which are your math, your 1030, 1040, 1050, or 1060 series. You do that here, taken with the high school teacher through Salt Lake Community College, and the U will actually accept those credits. And then after you graduate, there's a second summer block that runs basically in tandem with your first summer block. So it'd be second week of June through first week of August, 3 days a week, and you can complete an additional 12 university hours. Total cost of the program is about $200 for all the 30 university credits that you'll be taking. So pretty remarkable opportunity. So just as I made mention, you have the opportunity of earning 30 university semester credits through the University of Utah. So you're actually enrolled as a University of Utah student. So you'll actually get a U of U ID. The classes are held at the Sandy University of Utah campus, which is right by Target on about 100 South and State right there. And so it's very close, very convenient. Obviously during COVID days, a lot of that has been shifted to online. So this last summer block actually did all their coursework online. But in talking with a lot of the students that participated in it, they still had a great experience going through, even though it was virtual. Courses are taught by University of Utah faculty, so you actually have professors that you're going to be taking your classes from directly, and you would complete your coursework at the end of summer after graduation of 2022. So basically you complete the program first week of August of 2022 after you graduate. And like I say, you take 12 university credits, 4 classes each summer block, and then the 2 math concurrent classes during your senior year. So let's talk a little bit about the benefits. The university classes, like I said, are taught by university professors, so you get that scope and experience of actually taking university coursework. You get to earn the 30 semester university credits, and you can also earn 3 full high school credits. So you can take your summer block and meet with your counselor and apply those credits towards your senior year so you can get ahead on your credits, or you can actually clip out of having to take certain classes on your senior year, or opening up the opportunity to take additional concurrent enrollment, additional AP classes on top of Step2theU, which would just basically springboard you even further to be able to graduate quicker with a bachelor's degree. You get access to general education classes in no more than a size of about 35, so relatively pretty small for a university class. If you were to take a gen ed class on the U's campus, you'd probably be looking at sitting in a class with 300 to 400 students. So a lot of individualized instruction and support and help for you as an individual student. You get to save approximately about $15,000 to $20,000 altogether in tuition and fees, which is absolutely remarkable. When I started this program, there were really two things that I was trying to keep at the fold. One is to keep the cost as minimal as possible. We've been able to keep that to no more than a couple $100s with a $15,000 return. And then the second part of it is being able to shave 2 years off of your university studies, so you can actually graduate with your bachelor's degree 2 years out of high school, which is something my daughter is currently doing. She participated in the program. She's in her first year, fall semester at the U. Next semester she's going to be a junior, and she can graduate in 2 years. So she's pretty excited being that far ahead. You get to reduce the amount of time that you're in your university studies, as I mentioned, and you get to graduate with a bachelor's degree quicker. The network with the university professors is also a great thing, so you're going to be able to build some inroads and relationships with some high quality professors. And then they also, in pre-COVID and post-COVID, they have campus activities that you get to be involved with as well. So you get to do some networking, get to meet with students, be involved in activities, get pulled up to the main campus for various things. And then another strong suit is you get to engage in university learning with the common cohort of integrated curriculum. So basically you're with the same 34 other students as you're in the cohort, and you actually take all 4 classes together, and the professors come in and out. So it's a great opportunity to build some inroads, some relationships, some study groups, peer-to-peer support as part of the program as well. And then the university provides what they call a wraparound support. So they'll actually have a peer mentor that is kind of in between the professor and the student, that's an advocate for you that you can actually go to ask questions, which will help with the communications between you and your professor as well. And that U support is basically there to help support you in your academic studies as a university student while you're still in high school. So the application process, like I said, is available on the website. We're also going to be printing some hard copies and getting those out throughout the junior advisory classes. That application includes the following. So there's a front and back side completed and signed application by the student and the parent. Very simple to fill out. You're going to want to make sure that you request an Alta high school transcript, which you can do through the registrar. That's Paula Seach here at the school. You're going to want to put together an academic resume that basically highlights your achievements, any leadership opportunities that you've done here at school, any service learning engagement components, in participation in high school programs, extracurriculars, clubs, activities, sports, performing arts, debate, so on and so forth. You're going to want to make sure you want to include that as well, because we're looking for a well-rounded student to participate. You're going to want to request 1 letter of recommendation. That can be from Alta High faculty member. It could be somebody from maybe a church group, somebody within your community organization, your neighborhood. But you need 1 letter of recommendation to include as well. And then we ask 2 essay prompt questions that you as the student will have to respond to, and you'll be assessed on not only your response in terms of the context of what you write, but also on grammar and punctuation as well. First question is why are you interested in participating in Step2theU? So we kind of want to know why you're interested in wanting to participate in the program. What benefits could this provide you as an individual student? And then the second question is we want you to describe a period of time in your life where you've had to demonstrate resiliency and what you learned from that experience. So maybe a challenge, a trial, difficulty, an adjustment that you had to overcome in your life. We want to know a little bit about you as part of the application experience. So we don't require test scores. We want you to have an opportunity to kind of tell your narrative of who you are as a student when we're looking at the selection process for Step2theU. And then the last thing, again, the deadline is Monday, February 1st. So please, please, please make sure you get your application in by no later than 3 o'clock on February 1st, because we will not be accepting any late applications beyond that point. Eligibility for Step2theU. So a lot of you might be thinking right now, I'm not sure if this program's for me. This is really for any student. Any student that is interested in wanting to pursue college, get a head start, save some money. You don't have to be a 4.0 student, okay? If you're highly motivated, you've got a good work ethic, you enjoy learning, you're motivated and resilient, you communicate well, and like I said, if you're interested in saving money, graduating earlier, having a connection through a Tier 1 university like the University of Utah through a Pac-12 association affiliate, And really you can maximize your academic experience, not only through Step2theU, but also what you can bring to your senior year, having had that experience and participated in that program. So really any and all juniors are eligible to apply for this, and I'll talk to you a little bit about some of the acceptance criteria that we look for. So the first thing that we take a look at is the types of classes you've taken in high school. So we want to take a look at some of your core classes, your AP, honors, concurrent enrollment. If you've demonstrated that you're ready and willing and mature enough to take some university coursework, that's one of the things we want to take a look at. The second thing is grade trend over time. We want to take a look at students that maybe have improved over the course of time from 9th to 10th, 10th to 11th grade, and so on. We look at cumulative GPA, so we do look at your grade point average, academic awards and distinctions that you've earned as a student here at Alta, and then any other intellectual pursuits or creative endeavors that you have as a student that you want to help share as part of your narrative. We'd be really interested to know more about you as part of the application as well. Personal achievements and characteristics, again, integrity, maturity, motivation, resilience are the things that we're looking for. Commitment to school, commitment to being engaged, leadership, again, involvement in high school. We also want to take into account if you have familial responsibilities at home, if you're having to tend to siblings and help your parents out, we want to know that as well, because we want you to be able to have an opportunity to participate. If you have extraordinary circumstances, ability to contribute and benefit from a culturally and intellectually diverse learning community is also a big part of it as well. So we want diverse learners to be a part of the cohort that's accepted into the program as well. So we're looking for any and all juniors. How will your application be screened and evaluated through Step2theU? The full application again is due to the Counseling Center by February 1st. Should say, 2021. Each application will be assigned a number for anonymous screening. And part of the reason why we do that is when we go through and do the evaluation, there's an Alta High faculty team and there's also a University of Utah faculty team. Both of them get the same applications and the same scoring rubric, and they go through and score all the applications, and then we bring those point values together to determine basically a rank from sort of top to bottom, and then the top 70 applications basically get accepted into the program. But we want that to be as equitable as possible. So where we have some Alta High faculty that are screening current students, the reason why we redact or take any identifiable information out of your application when it gets turned in, so when the screeners are going through it, they don't know exactly who the student is. We've done that by design, again, to make it a very fair, make it as equitable as possible to get kids into the program, so there isn't any bias there. Committee comprised of both, like I said, Alta and U faculty will screen it, and then the two academic focal points that they have for both cohorts, so 35 in one and 35 in another, is a culture and leadership strand, which focuses on all of your general eds on culture and leadership. And then they also have another one that's called global citizenship. So looking at world values, world views, world philosophies, and approaches to problem solving, looking at things from a global lens. So those are the two various cohorts, and again, 70 students will be selected for these cohorts. So let's give you an idea of what the framework looks like as far as your classes go. If you want to take a look sort of in this order here, your first semester again would be your writing class, so a 10-10 or 20-10 depending upon your ACT score. Behavioral science, humanities, and fine arts. So those would be the first 12 university hours you take in the first summer block. Your senior year, you do your math. You have the option of doing the concurrent enrollment here at Alta High School, or the University of Utah has online math classes that you can opt to take as well to fulfill that requirement. So you would take basically both semesters your senior year of either Math 1040, or Math 1030, 1040, or 1050, 1060. If you have questions on that about which math series to do, talk to your counselor and they can help advise you depending upon which bachelor's degree you're maybe thinking of pursuing. And then the second summer block is after you graduate. Again, you'll take an American institutions history class, behavioral science, humanities, and then a physical life science class. And that basically concludes the entire program through both summer blocks as well as your senior year. So the time commitment in the summertime. So let's talk a little bit about that. I did mention it's 3 days. So our cohorts have done Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And the reason why they've done that is it gives you basically a Tuesday and then a Friday, Saturday, Sunday break to complete your homework. A lot of our kids that participate in this summer block are still working. I know my daughter, for example, she was working pretty significant number of hours in her job. Plus she was able to do the program and still have somewhat of a social life during the summer months. So there's a good balance. It's not too overloaded. Again, small cohort of students, you'll all be in the same class together, focused on the same curriculum. And then all 4 summer courses will be integrated, kind of maximizing the learning experience. Instead of taking 4 separate classes, a lot of the projects and the assignments and the papers that you'll write are actually focused on all 4 series of classes. And the reason why they're able to do that is because the professors actually work in a learning community and they align the curriculum standards and the assignments and the projects throughout all 4 classes instead of looking at them each singular through a different lens for each class. And then, like I said, the start dates, 2nd week of June, and that usually runs to the 1st week of August, so a 9-week commitment on behalf of the student. Biggest benefit to this, you guys, is the cost. If you're planning on going to college, even if it's not the University of Utah, I would give this strong consideration because you're taking university coursework, you're a college student, you're earning a university transcript which can transfer with you to really any college and university, which is even better than concurrent enrollment in AP in a lot of regard. You only have to pay basically $90 for 18 semester credits, which is $5 a semester credit, which is like unheard of. And then the second summer block after you graduate, it bumps up to $10 a semester credit. But again, that's $120 for 12 university hours, which I can tell you if you were to take that at the U, you're looking at probably close to $5,000 for taking 12 university semester credits in a typical semester. Students and parents can pay semester credit charges at the start of each semester, and that's done through the continuing education department at the University of Utah. So if you're accepted into the program, we actually hold an orientation. Even if we have to do it virtually, we'll hold it virtually, and we give you all the details and information on the cost and how you go about signing up and getting your University of Utah ID and starting your coursework for that first summer block. So that gives you a little bit of orientation into Step2theU. Again, an early college pathway. We're the only high school in all of Utah to offer up this opportunity. In a lot of ways, it's almost like earning the New Century Scholarship by shaving 2 years off your time and then saving tens of thousands of dollars in university tuition savings. We've had a significant number of kids participate in the program with tremendous success. You may have talked to some of your peers, maybe seniors that participated or graduates. We continue to just receive a lot of positive feedback about their experience in the program. So I would encourage you, if you know kids that have participated, ask them about it. Find out from them firsthand what they've liked about it and the experience overall. And again, we want to see a significant number of kids apply to get into the program. Again, we take the top 70, so 2 different cohorts of 35 students. This last year we had about 126 applications for those 70 slots. So a lot of interest, so you want to put your best foot forward in putting your application together. So with that being said, if you have additional questions, we would encourage you to go talk to your counselor. You can go to the Alta High website. There's an information sheet. There's the application. There's also this presentation. And then I sent home a letter to all of your parents this week as well, kind of explaining the program and the deadlines for it as well. But I'm really excited to be able to offer this to you guys as my fellow Hawks. Love you guys. Happy holidays. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon.